Can I just God, the sickness. Can I just say this game loads up so peacefully? Like, it really does. I don't even remember what I was doing. As you can see, I did it yesterday. But me, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Okay, I'll continue reading this in a minute. But hello, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Literature Club. And today, I don't know, I might be able to talk this time. Who really knows? But, what really happened last time? I don't know, because I'm editing these videos. Like, you look at the date, and you're gonna look at when these are published, and you're gonna realize how long it's gonna take me to edit in the little title card and everything, and make a little custom screenshot. That'll take me forever, because I don't really want to, but I still am going to. And as always, before anything could possibly get dark, because I've only pressed 3 lines, and I don't know how much I've already read of this, this game is not for the faint of heart. Do not continue watching if you do not want spoilers, even though I put that in the beginning part in the first time. It's just the same thing repeated over and over again. That's so much editing. Wait, it didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. Wait, what did I say? Oh, Jeebus. Oh, it was that whole thing. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh, it's the poem thing that I had to write. Time if we wait too long. Finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you've been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. If I have to read this book, I'm going to die of not being able to talk, especially because my nose is stuffy up right now. More fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Stand up. I take a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed. I don't find so much since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Torn from a spiral notebook. In a composition notebook. Handwriting from where I sit. Reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, choices. Who was Jumpy? It was, the blue hair one. I'm gonna just click this one. And the most experienced, so I'll start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Wait, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. It's like, okay, like, I wish I had a face camera. It's like... He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. What, really? Huge compliment coming from you. My first time, really? Huh? Well, I know that it's just meant, trails off unable to find an excuse. Breaking down more thoughtfully. Yeah, okay. It's the real reason I'm able to tell. Is that you read all specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I learned to pick up a few of them. I think the most noticeable thing recognized is that they try to make their style very deliberate. First, they tend to pick a writing sample separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. She really finds her train of thought is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are some different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. I know this is literature club, but I don't want to listen to this. It's so long and drawn out. Putting them to work, it's probably a challenge. I'm already going in for the speeching, and it's only 5 minutes in. Practice and learn by example. Try a few. I always hope that everyone else in the club gives you more valuable feedback. This is a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never. Who'd she say was biased? Natsuki. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself to me, Natsuki. Do you mind if I read my poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Which just itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Oh, Jeebus. It's written too well. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Something. It might be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green something of the future. I bathe, claims breaking in air to past I flicker back. Words! Click outside of the poem area to continue. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. I could not read it, it was too good. Took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I really think your handwriting is pretty That's relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. Jesus, 2 pages will be by the end of this. Like, yeah, be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to read something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Oh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. It's me. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only glance over it at... She says it took me a long time to read, and that's like, you only glanced over it, didn't you? Experiences in their work, they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be nothing will left. There's a lot of putting at this. She is literally just the predictor of the future. Like, she is just like, this is the future that you are going towards, and I know it, because I am the game. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so I want to read what my poem became after I clicked those 20 random words. You think so? Yes, of course. You know. I'm really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoy it. I'm going to keep my best for you, me. Me too. Me. I'm totally going right to Natsuki because she said biased. Take this club seriously, thing home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. Yeah, I clicked random buttons and hoped for the best. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I've got to share mine now. No, you'll probably think it's stupid. I can actually read this one! Eagles can fly, monkeys sleep, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. People can try, that's about it. They can't accomplish anything. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't ever take my writing serious. Isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Oh, I'm reading out of my... Good job! Your writing style doesn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, and then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh, brings out the feeling in the last one. Can I read what it said? Nope, can't read it again. And realize, I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old her feels proud that then I won't take that away from her. I have to show it to all of them, don't I? I don't remember who was Junpei. I didn't read what that said. This is a good poem, me. It's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems, and am I the... Already can't read! I already said that, but I guess you're right. But that's why it impresses me. Well, let's be honest. I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm just happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I can't break my promise. See? It's like I said before, me. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something the only real good people do. Thanks. I'm not sure if Sarah sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna have lots of fun here, okay? This is my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you at that then. Yay. Narrate my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds. Okay. Okay. It makes me feel like you miss me. My forehead to help out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking? I just wish away a rainy day. I look above the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If he wants you, I couldn't sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast! Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit? You can't just answer. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. See, my response to a yes or no question is or. Just think about it. It's still there. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late for school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. So much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Do I have to show it to everyone? Of course I do. Hi, me. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. You should make this game not like, let me say, psychologically horrifying. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha, don't worry, me. We all live, don't we? It's a sort of barrier that we all have to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. Great job, me. Ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's the way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ah, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes very simple and using direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri's likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. I had to get water. Both allowing people to get out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. I don't know what I expected going into this game, that I wouldn't have to read so much, or what, but I just cannot take reading. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and try by learning new things. I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kind of style, but I'm always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't forget it's not very... Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Okay. It couldn't have been, see the direction, the sparkles, a noisy neighbor, angry boyfriend, I never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind of the sun, but it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Do I have to scroll down? A little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and that he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? Huh. It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. That is why I don't read out loud. This is why all of our videos are about stuff I don't have to read. And why this is so hard for me to do. Well, I'm not sure if it puts you... I guess this is some kind of epiphany. Is that how you spell epiphany? That's so weird. I've been poem a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. It's kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Any way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a dark puddle of ink. okay. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. If anyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, nice poem can stand up to theirs. The literature club, after all. I sigh. Sigh. I guess that's what ended up getting myself into. Cause those two are happily chatting. My little Yuri and Natsuki. Sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Reads the poem. Returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Just trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Do I have a couple of suggestions? If you're looking for, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and me did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I am across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nyeh. And me liked my poem too, you know. Have you ever He even told me he was impressed by it. Suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you said. Where's our new member, Yuri? That's not what I. You stands up as well. Jealousy that me appreciates my advice more than he appreciates you. This is amazing. And how do you know he's appreciating my advice more? And you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know the what? It wasn't the one who magically grew size bigger since you should. That's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like. Suddenly, both girls turned towards as I was standing there. Me? She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I'm just getting over it. I learned to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. This is making your poem all convoluted. That's the point. Making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, me. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is only unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, me? Well, how did I get her? Oh no! Really think highly of me. Aw, why do I have to choose? Why? I don't want to choose. I'm gonna go with the Okay, where's my coin on my phone? Give me a second. I'm gonna go on my phone and I'm gonna say the very important thing. Flip a coin. Heads it's Natsuki, tails it's Yuri. And alright. It's heads. We're helping we're asking Sayori for help. Glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri. He's so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Yeah? Everything's fighting to make Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Me? Well, that's her problem. That isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings onto our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stick-up jerk she's She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse. That's exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop it! Oh. You too. You guys are friends. Get along and happy. My friends are wonderful people. I feel like this would happen no matter which side I chose, so I just went with the obvious don't choose either of them. I said flip a coin. Heads, Itsuki, tails, Yuri, and I was like, heads, we're going right for Sayori. Because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. Yuri's poems are amazing because they just paint beautiful pictures and everyone's so talented. So, why are we fighting? Because, well, also, cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Boom! So this is what is Vice President. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off good as a good leader. I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I could even bring myself to interject. As president, it kind of embarrasses me. Ha ha ha. Nah. It comes like I can blame you. Oh, it's not like a words, man. Either. Well, Sayori is amazing on her own, isn't she? Couldn't say that. She's airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Smiles causing my stomach to knot. She's generally a person, really not much of a good person. Only I could take a chance a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It's a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. I mean, how about you? Well, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends here, too. So your poem will be even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more poems everyone else likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Nudge myself in the fellowship. Me! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. To adventure! There's much time together, I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, right? What about what happened earlier? Oh yeah, that is her name. What do you mean? You know, between those two. Does this thing happen often? No, no, no. This is the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see that makes good friends with you. Phew. You know me. It's nice to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else makes me the happiest. And I think everything really likes you too. That laugh. I need to get like a custom soundtrack. I'll do it later. Pat on the shoulder. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. The internal monologue. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. To adventure. Okay. But that's the end of today's episode. I hope everyone enjoyed. This is going right here. Override your save. Yes. And goodbye.